The Porsche 911 is one of the most iconic sports cars of all time, and the Porsche 935, which is the racing version of the 911 introduced in 1976, is one of the most successful race cars of its time. So what happens if you take the performance of a road-going 911 Turbo and pair it with the design of the Porsche 935? You get the Porsche 930 Slantnose. Hello and welcome to this super special episode of Classic Cars on Doby Cars. Today we are taking a trip down the pages of history with this gorgeous 1988 Porsche 930 Slantnose. So stick around as we do a deep dive into what makes this car so special. The Porsche 911 was first introduced in 1964, and it was only in 1972 that Porsche began working on a turbocharged version. The original purpose of the turbocharged version was just to homologate the race cars. However, it soon became very popular in the public domain. For the 1976 racing season, Porsche introduced the 935, which is the race car based on the very first Porsche 911 Turbo. The Porsche 935 had done away with the signature circular headlamps, replacing it with a flat bonnet and an elaborate bumper for better aerodynamics. In 1982, a special road-legal version of the 935 was commissioned by Tag Heuer's co-owner. The car became very popular and highly requested by prospective buyers of the 911 Turbo. That led to the development of the 930 Slantnose. Porsche started production of the 930 Slantnose in 1986 under the Special Orders program with a very simple formula. The underpinnings and performance of the 911 Turbo with the front end and design of the Porsche 935. Only 948 units of it were produced, and this is one of them. The first thing you'll notice about the slant nose is of course that distinctive slant nose design with the flat bonnet that's more aerodynamic. Each unit of the slant nose was hand-built by remodeling the front fenders. The signature circular headlamps of the 911 were replaced by these pop-up headlamps. On the side profile, the fenders are more pronounced, while the 16-inch alloy wheels feature a stylish black and chrome combination. The functional vents on the side further add to the styling. At the rear, you get a massive spoiler with functional vents that channel air into the engine bay. The 911 Turbo's signature rear end is retained. The black elements provide a great contrast to the guard red color of the car. The interior of the 930 Slantnose is a perfect blend of luxury and performance. The supportive leather seats keep you in place during spirited driving, and the ergonomics are spot on. The horizontally stacked instrument cluster, the flat center steering wheel take you back to the 80s. Now it's time to talk about the engine mounted at the rear of the Slantnose. It is a 3.3-litre flat-six turbocharged engine that produces up to 330 horsepower. Now that might not be a mighty number by today's standards, but back in the 80s, it was a big deal. It was the fastest production car in Germany when it was launched. It accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 4.8 seconds and will go into a top speed of 278 km per hour. The acceleration is brutal and the handling is razor sharp thanks in part to the wide rear track and rear wheel steering. Whether it's tearing up a racetrack or cruising down the boulevard, the Porsche 930 Slantnose remains a symbol of Porsche's dedication to performance and automotive design. Only 948 units have been produced, which also makes it a collectible. This particular car has clocked only 25,000 miles or around 40,200 kilometers, which makes it even more irresistible. Find this 1988 Porsche 930 Slantnose from Tomini Classics on Doby Cars. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more automotive content. That's it from us for now. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep the pedal to the metal.